friends. I'm here to talk about yet another skill that is highly sought after by the industry, by the employers, because they depend on their employees for solutions. Now, when I talk about solutions, there has to be a problem. So this skill is problem solving skill. If there is a problem occurring in a product, it could be a product, a design, or it could be any object that has been taken up by the consumer, and he finds a flaw in it. It becomes a complaint. It comes back to the industry. So the skill lies not in solving the complaint just once, but eradicating the complaint forever. To remove this complaint from the source is what problem solving is all about. So we are going to talk about problem solving. There are a few steps to problem solving. First is analyze the cause of the problem. You identify, you detect, you recognize that there is a problem. Then you identify the nature of the problem. You define the problem. You keep checking over a period of time. You have a number of observations to ascertain that there is a problem. You carefully inspect, you find facts, you develop a clear picture of the problem. Then you look for alternatives to that problem. What are the reasons why that problem has happened? Is it because of the design flaw, or is it during the construction of the project or the object the issue took place, or was the material not up to the mark? You look for the alternatives to the problem. Then you list down and evaluate what is the best possible solution. Best possible solution in terms of minimum resources required to change the object. You don't spend much time or energy or money in changing the reason of the problem or eradicating the problem for that matter. So you list down and evaluate the best solution. You generate a range of possible courses of action. After carefully analyzing different possible courses of action, you select the best solution and you implement it. So once you evaluate and implement the plan, how would you implement? You write down the different steps that you require, and with the help of your team members, you start working on it. But what is important is, as you are implementing the plan, in between, you need to assess the effectiveness of the plan also. You can't just leave it and complete it and then realize, no, the problem still persists because some other factor was also interfering. So you need to periodically assess the plan of action that you have taken. If you feel that the ultimate goal will not be achieved, then you need to change it right then and there. Now, there are a lot of skills that are required for problem solving, and these skills are helpful in the sense that they not only help you to remove the problem, but also help you in dealing with the group members effectively and easily, so that all of you together combined can put in efforts and solve the problem well. So first is creativity. You have to be creative when you are solving any problem. Your creativity, you may generally be doing it intuitively or systematically, but without experience, you generally do it logically or systematically. But for all the above, you require creative thinking, out of box thinking, something which has not been done earlier. That is the reason the problem has occurred. So you need to remove the problem. Now, analysis. You analyze the situation. You do your analytical skills help in understanding the problem and developing effective solution. With analytical skill, one can distinguish which solution would be the best and most effective and which would be ineffective. Next is researching skills. Researching skills help you to solve problems when you search for solution online, in books, or you take information from your seniors, from the workplace, or maybe some outsiders. To some extent, this requires some patience too. Then there is communication, a skill which I have repeated over and over again. I started with communication as a soft skill, but then in each skill, it has a role to play. So here also communication is of utmost importance. Next is decision making, a very important skill. You have to decide, you've got a number of solutions, and then you have to decide which decision would be the best. So here is where decision making comes into place. So it is integral to the problem solving process. So you have to have courage to get the right decision and to tackle the problem in the fastest and the easiest manner. Then is risk management. When we look of out of box solutions for problems, we are definitely taking some sort of risk. And how well we are able to manage the risk is a skill which will decide how long we will go, or how good a problem solver we will be. So managing risk also requires that you keep assessing the problem solving process regularly, because if you complete the process and then you realize that the risk is great, then it becomes problem. So you have to deal with risk effectively, and to manage risk effectively, you have to check regularly. Then is team working. Team inputs greatly help in gaining different perspectives, as they help many minds brainstorm and look for most acceptable and viable solutions. So good teamwork, you are a good team member or a good team leader, the response of your team members will be good, and you will get a lot of inputs and support from your team. Then emotional intelligence, a much talked about topic. It can be developed into a powerful problem solving tool. Through the use of emotional intelligence, you can handle relationships more effectively, have more empathy, you become more aware of emotions, and you are able to collaborate with others and develop any situation into a win-win situation. Then is dependability. You have to be dependable for the organization. Whatever you are doing, whichever activity you are doing, the organization should be able to depend and believe in what you are doing. So when you solve problems in a timely manner, it is very essential for organization. Trustworthy people and those who implement the solutions fast and effectively are more acceptable in any organization, because wastage in terms of resources, time and money should be minimum if we talk from the perspective of any organization. Okay. Then how to improve on your problem solving skills. There are many ways that you can improve your problem solving skills. The four major ways that I feel I should share with you are here. First is you need to acquire more knowledge in your field. You should have good amount of knowledge, much beyond what you study or whatever inputs you had got in your organization. You should have more knowledge in your field, and it comes by reading, by getting information from net, and we've got lots of media around us and we can get it from there. So you improve with more additional material, you go into training, you practice, you get more in technical knowledge in your field. Then you seek out opportunities to problem solving. You put yourself in new situation, you expose yourself to opportunities. If there is a problem, you go up to people and try and help them. As you take up more opportunities, you brush up your own skills. So you volunteer for new projects, you learn about new problems, and you are able to handle them. Next is you practice problem. For practicing problems, you need to you can take up role plays, you can look for professional practice books that you get in industry, in your industry. You get them online, you get them you get them otherwise as books also, you can purchase them. Then there are problem solving scenarios which are available online, where they give you solutions also, so you can read them and gain information from them and then practice them. You can observe your seniors, your colleagues who are more experienced and who are better problem solvers, and gain insight into the processes that they are using, and new informations that they gather as they are solving their problems. You should interact and learn what is new in your industry. Then the benefits of learning problem solving skills. First is it inculcates out of box thinking. It helps you to develop analytical, logical, and lateral thinking as you're looking for better alternatives and innovative processes and solutions to your problem, to the problem that you've experienced. It helps you to gain more knowledge, more information related to various aspects of the situation as you look for new alternatives and evaluate them. You get high acceptance by the organization, you get higher responsibilities, you get better chances of promotion and applause from the organization. In this process, you become highly motivated because when you bring forth uh, problem, a solution for a problem, the sense of satisfaction, the sense of achievement that you get is beyond compare. And when you get this, you become more confident and you are ready to take risks. And when you take risks, you become fearless. Your thinking becomes fearless. And you are always consulted for advice. People look up to you as their role models and they would always like to follow you. And this way you can become a star achiever at your organization and sort of sought after employee. So problem solving is a skill which is not only required in the industry, but it is required in all fields, be it home, be it organization, be it outside. When you are traveling, everywhere small little problems occur, and if you are able to solve them easily without any wastage of any resource or time or money, then you are a good problem solver. The confidence, the achievement, the happiness that it gives you is inexplicit. So I can't explain that. You need to work on it. And I hope you do well in your problem solving exercise. Thank you.